I recently retweeted a tweet and it talked about how to be an effective leader, you had to earn respect and that it could be very challenging and take a long time. Well, when I retweeted it, I added a comment, and sometimes the one person you need to get respect from can be the hardest one, and it's yourself. And I can relate to this because that's where I was. My name is Valerie Pugsley. I'm a possibility mindset coach. We're going to talk a little bit about respecting ourselves today. Now, you might recognize that this is not my normal setting because I'm actually in a place with one of my coaches, one of my mentors. And so I'm up here in Spokane, Washington, and gleaning information so that I can learn it and then share it with you. Just like he's gotten messages from other coaches that he's worked with and now he's sharing with us. Anyway, back to our subject. And I might date myself a little bit here, but you might think of the Aretha Franklin song, R-E-S-T. My spelling's going. You get the picture. Anyway, respecting ourselves. So one of the first coaches I had used to tell a story about somebody. Imagine that somebody asks you out for coffee. They make arrangements and you have it all set up. You go on the appointed date and time and you show up and you're waiting for them to come, and 5 minutes goes by and they're still not there. And then 10 minutes goes by and they're still not there. And 15 minutes and you're getting a little ticked here. And then they finally call you and say, oh, hi, I'm so sorry I missed it. Something came up, blah, 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 whatever. And they make some excuse and they tell you they're really sorry. Can they reschedule? And you're like, well, okay. So you reschedule. The next time, it's the appointed date and time, you're there. Again, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, this time 30 minutes, they don't even call. So you're done, right? You're out of there. I'm done with this. They call you the next day. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. They're very apologetic, apologizing, and they've got a great reason why they didn't make it. I'm so sorry. Let me make this up to you. I'm going to take you out to dinner. I'm going to buy you a great steak dinner or whatever kind of dinner it is you want. And please just give me one more chance. You're probably going to say, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm booked. I don't have time. You're not likely to give them another opportunity. This is the very thing that we do to ourselves when we set goals or we make appointments for ourselves or we tell ourselves we're going to do things and then we don't do it. We aren't showing up for ourselves. So we don't trust ourselves. We don't believe ourselves. And this is why we aren't making progress in getting the things done that we want and why we're not having the impact on those around us and having that positive impact that we can have on in this world. There's so much that we can do if we just show up for ourselves. So another coach shared with me, and we were in a session, and I was talking about how different people weren't respecting me or how I didn't feel respected, and he agreed that those weren't respectful things that the people were doing to me. But then he said, but you teach them how to disrespect you. Oh my gosh, I felt like an arrow or a sock in the stomach or something. It was like, are you kidding me? Why would I teach people not to respect me? It hurts. Why would I do that? Well, initially, it's not our fault. Okay, most likely those initial first areas of disrespect come when we're little kids. For myself, probably came a lot from my parents and then, other people, because once you learn that, then you just start tolerating that and let other people disrespect you, and it's what you know. One of the other things that affects what happens with that is all these areas of disrespect, we start believing those things and we take that on as our identity. So having a healthy identity in who we are at our core. Now, most of us will identify with either something that we do or something that we have. A lot of it identify as either a husband or a wife or a parent or our occupation, all of these things. But your identity really needs to be in who you are at your core, so that just by standing in place, living and breathing, you have value and you have an identity, whether you do anything at all or not. So for me, that identity comes from my faith. I believe that I'm redeemed with Christ. I'm an adopted child of God. I am complete in him, and so many other things that scriptures tell me. So whether that is it for you or something else, again, it goes back to needing to be at just who you are at your core. Now, if this is something that has resonated with you, maybe you're dealing with areas of respect for yourself, I have an invitation for you. Well, first of all, let me tell you that you are valuable, you matter, you are important. Now, I would like to invite you to become one of my VSPs, very special people. And you can do that. There's a link around here somewhere, either to get on my Facebook Messenger or my email list. So if this is on Facebook, the email would be in the just under the picture up above. There'll be a place that says you can sign up, or in the comments link. So, and wherever else you might be watching this, just look. So if you have a preference, Facebook Messenger or email, and this is the places where I'll let you know when I have something coming up. For example, I have a webinar coming up soon, and then a group coaching program that will help with this area and some other areas that I'm going to be talking about in the next few weeks. So I would love to have you join me. If this is an area that's an issue to you, please let me know down below. I'd love to try and help you if I can. And in the meantime, start looking at some new things. Start recognizing maybe some areas where you're tolerating disrespect, either towards yourself or allowing other people to treat you in that way. And you can turn it around. It doesn't have to stay that way. So I encourage you in that. And until next time, bye for now.